Hello everyone, this is Evie the Original Master here, and I am back with another video game review. So today I'll be taking a look at Yoshi's Crafted World for the Nintendo Switch, released on March 29th of 2019, and this game is actually my very first Yoshi game. Yes, that is right, I have never played a Yoshi game up until this one, and I actually had a fun time with this game despite some a little annoyance of some aspects of the game, but overall I had a great time with this adventure. So what is the story for this game? Well, it's basically a story about the Yoshis in Yoshi's Island, and they are admiring the Sun Dream Stones, which grants anybody a wish. So Bowser Jr. or Baby Bowser, actually, not Bowser Jr., my mistake there, but because Baby Bowser looks very similar to Bowser Jr. because Nintendo butchered his design in the later games, I wouldn't see people accidentally mistaking him as Bowser Jr. So yeah, Baby Bowser and Kamek shows up and they steal the Sun Dream Stones, and it's up to the Yoshis to travel through all of these different worlds to retrieve the Dream Stones so they could basically have their wishes and whatnot. So, what are the controls for this game? Well, the controls plays very identical to the other Yoshi games. You could walk around. You can toss eggs by aiming the eggs at targets, and you throw the eggs at your enemies and targets. There's also collectibles in the game, such as there are red coins. There are 20 of them in each of the levels in the game. You also have to clear the stages without taking damage. There's also the smiley flowers, which depends what the number amount there are in each levels. And there are also the Poochie Pup missions, which basically appears at the flip side variants of the stages in the game, which is the backside of the normal levels that you play through in the game. So there's the Poochie Pup missions, there's the Smiley Flowers, the red coins, there's 20 of them, Smiley Flowers, and you have to clear the stage without taking damage. Not only that, there's also craft materials that you find throughout the game after you clear a world. There are these little robot NPCs called Blockerfellers, which they will tell Yoshi that there are different crafts that you could find in each of the levels in the game, which is required for 100%, and you'll each get a smiley flower every time you find one of those crafted materials, which is actually one of the fun aspects of this game, is finding all the craft materials, in my personal opinion. There's also boss battles, of course. What video game doesn't have boss battles? And the boss battles in this game are pretty easy, but I didn't mind them all that much. But some of the bosses are pretty interesting, such as you got this gator train. There's also a tin can condor, which is a bird, obviously. There's a naval piranha plant from the original Yoshi's Island. There's also a gear that you fight towards the end of the game. But those are just some of the bosses that you fight in this game. And obviously, Baby Bowser is the final boss, or the quote-unquote final boss of the main story. So yeah, there's also a hidden world called Hidden Hills, where you play through 3 quote-unquote harder stages. In my opinion, these stages were more annoying than hard because I did die a few times because of the level design, but it wasn't that difficult. But after doing some improving my platform, that is, I was able to clear those levels, and they weren't all that bad. But the only exception was the boss against Kamek. Unfortunately, I didn't actually finish that boss because I wasn't too big of a fan of the final section of the boss, so I decided to give up on it. And yeah, so that's post-game. Another post-game requirement are the Sprout hide-and-seek missions, where Sprout is hidden throughout all 43 stages of Yoshi's Crafted World. Sprout is another one of the Blockerfeller NPC characters that you find in the front side of the levels. There's 43 of them in total, And yeah, so you have to find him for 100% completion. There's also the boss challenge missions that appears after post game, where you actually get smiley flowers by clearing the bosses under a certain condition, such as clear the boss under a certain time limit. There's also clear the boss with no damage, and another miscellaneous objective. So yeah, that's all I have to say about Yoshi's Crafted World. What are my final thoughts of this game? Actually, I had a good time with this game. Like I stated in the beginning of this video, I did enjoy the level design. The aesthetic is pretty cool. This game was also developed by Goodfeel, the same developers behind Yoshi's Woolly World, Kirby's Epic Yarn, and WarioWare. I mean, not WarioWare, Wario Land. My mistake. Wario Land Shake It on the Wii. That's Goodfeel, and this is their latest game. So yeah, this game is pretty fun. I quite enjoyed it, and I actually enjoyed this game. So yeah, that's my review on Yoshi's Crafted World. I want to apologize if I made a few mistakes of the review, but that is to be expected. My reviews are non-scripted, just like with my other videos, so I just come up with stuff on the spot, and if I do make a mistake, I will correct my mistakes, and that's what we do as humans. So, what are your thoughts of this game? If you play Yoshi's Crafted World, do let me know in the comments below. And with that said, thank you all for watching this review, and I'll see you guys next time with more content. Goodbye, everyone.